Good evening. Hi, conscious creators. Good evening. How's everybody doing tonight? It's 7 on Sunday evening, my usual Sunday mini life coach session. So come on in. We're gonna kind of get started in a little bit. Just gonna see how everybody's doing, how the weekend has been treating you. How did you make it through the weekend? Hopefully everybody had a good weekend. It was a good one. But tonight it's 7 o'clock. It's 7 o'clock on Sunday evening, and it's 7 o'clock, 7 minutes or seven about a 7 at 7. 7 at 7, a mini life coaching session that we're having tonight for just to kind of share with you a little bit of what I share with clients during a main session, a real session, a full session, and it's usually a 45 to 55 minute session with a client. But I'm going to give you kind of an overview of a session. And tonight we're going to be talking about visualization. It's always a challenge for me when I'm talking to my clients because they seem to think we're going to be playing a pretend game, and we're going to be playing children's make believe. But are we not children? Are we not children of the source, or children of God, or children of Father Divine Creator? We are children, and we should, when it comes to manifesting and creating success and creating those lives that we want, sometimes we need that childlike attitude and that surprise. We're surprised in regards to our expectations rather than mapping everything out and planning everything and getting everything, just so. With kids, when they give you that Christmas list at Christmas time or give it to Santa or whoever, they start right away. They're visualizing it as they're writing that list down and, sounding it out using phonics and whatever to make that list up for mom and dad and Santa. And once they get it and hand it off to whomever the magician might be, you or mom or dad or Santa, well, they start dreaming and they start using their very vivid imagination to actually manifest those items on their wish list, on their Christmas list. And usually it happens. Mom and dad and Santa comes through down the chimney with the nice packages and gifts. So tonight we're going to be talking about that. We're going to be talking about make-believe, if you would. That's what my clients tell me. We're going to play make-believe, Gene. And I say emphatically, yes, we are. But we're going to use your imagination. And we're going to dust it off. So sometimes we have to, as adults, we have to get in there and dust off our imaginations to put it back to work. So that's what we're going to talk about tonight. So I'm going to wait just a few more minutes and see who's coming to see me tonight. Who's coming to see me? It's 7 o'clock on Sunday evening. 7 at 7. And I always say somewhere about 7 minutes. It's 27, 17, 27. I try to get done before 30. So that's always a good one. But still just waiting around. Hopefully you have you've been catching some of our content. We had a great interview with two gentlemen on Thursday at the Conscious Creators Toolbox. Larry Bloomberg and Hassar Sakim. They were both here and they were talking about their passions, and both of them were very expressive in their passions. And hopefully you caught that. If you didn't, you can catch it on our YouTube channel, the Conscious Creators. You could look us up there. It's still the Blue Man. Look for the Blue Man, and take a look at that interview. They were really very informative. You could hopefully get some really good information and good feedback from them in that interview. And also on every day this past week, and probably on into next week, we've had Joel Biak who comes and he does a general session, heart activation session at noon at 12 o'clock. We've been broadcasting that on the group page, and you can also catch that on YouTube as well. But that's an opportunity to, kind of learn a little bit more about your heart chakra, and get that activated for you, and get some love going and coming and going for yourself. So tonight on 7 at 7 life coach mini life coach session, we're going to be talking about visualization. And like I said, it's always a challenge when I'm trying to get my clients to visualize, to create some mental pictures. And we do that, especially when they have some issues with believing or feeling worthy of whatever it is that they're trying to manifest, or they keep going through the motions and they can't make the magic happen. So we pull out all kind of tricks and see if we can get them to, move ahead with this manifestation. Get that goal accomplished, and get some success under their belt, and get some results that they intentionally want, they want to plan for, and they want to see in their lives. So visualization is a tool that I use, with them at times. So we're going to talk a little bit about that tonight. So first of all, I would like to say that visualization as a tool, it's using your imagination to create the end result, or the success of the goal that you want. You use that, you go in and you kind of visualize yourself, or you imagine yourself, in that new home or that new house, or closing that deal at your job, your sales deal, that deal you're closing it, or you're sitting on the beach in Tahiti after making you're on your wish list is to have that dream vacation, and Tahiti is the land of your dreams. So we use visualization to actually see us in our success, or in our goal, or in that result that we're intending and that we're dreaming and hoping and wanting. So that's basically what it's all about. And it's not so much pretending. It's just placing yourself already in the result. It's not it's gonna, you want it to happen. And can you see yourself? Can you see it? And I tell people that if it's hard for you to visualize, it's gonna really, really be hard for you to manifest it. Because if you can't imagine yourself or see yourself actually in your goal, or in your dream, or in whatever that situation is that you want to create and manifest, then you're probably not going to create it, because somewhere in your psyche, in your being, you just don't believe that it can happen. And if you don't really believe that it can happen, then you're going to sabotage it every time. Your subconscious is going to, your conscious may tell you that you can do it, you want it, but if your subconscious does not agree with that, all day long you can think you're manifesting, but it's just not going to happen. If you cannot visualize it, if you cannot bring it into a mental picture in your mind's eye, and if you can't have some kind of passion and some kind of emotion surrounding whatever that desire is, whatever that want is, that wish is. And I want to go back to kids. When they give you their Christmas list, or give Santa that Christmas list, they're already riding that bicycle. They're already skating on that skateboard. They are already in front of their little video games, and they're doing their things. They have those baby dolls. They're doing it in their minds. They have already, but probably before the ink is dried on the paper and they give it, they're in it. They're in that, and they stay there until Christmas morning, when they get up and everything is as they designed in their imaginations and in their dreams. So be like them. Be like kids. If you want it, if that is your desire, if that's your dream, then you should be able to visualize it. You should be able to create, to have some type of emotion rise up in you when you think about whatever it is that you are trying to manifest or bring into your reality. You should feel it. You should, if it's I want to learn how to bake this chocolate cake that I've never baked before, and I'm going to learn how to do it. I should be able to taste the chocolate cake that I'm really manifesting in my reality. I should be able to taste it. I should be able to smell it baking in the oven, So you should be able to, to use your imagination to raise those emotions and to spark your senses to raise your vibration and your emotions to your goal or your dream or your intention or whatever that one is, that thing or situation is that you're trying to create. So visualization is one of the easiest, it's one of the easiest and quickest ways that we can really start moving the vibration, or raising the vibration, or or drawing it to us. Because what happens is everything has a frequency currency. Everything has a vibration, or an energy vibration, or frequency, if you would. So if you raise your vibration to whatever that item is that you are trying to bring into your existence, law of attraction says that you will do it. It will bring it into you. And again, you don't have to know all the details. You don't even have to really know at the time that you're thinking about the dollars. How much is it going to cost? That's irrelevant. That's irrelevant to the law of attraction. Now, it's not irrelevant to it coming into being, because all of that has to be worked out. But that the frequency, the vibrational frequency of that, whatever it is, that's what you want to match. You want to match that. And then all the other things is left up to the universe and creator and source and God and all the powers to be behind it. But our job is to get that intention out there and start believing it, and start vibrating, and start the frequency vibrating, so that we can draw it to us. And in the meantime, if it takes something that you have to do, guess what? Universe will get you up and get you started doing it, and spark something in you, or put some memory in you, or bring something to mind to help you understand that you need to do this to get ready for that, and you need to do this. So everything works out. Everything works together for the good of your manifestation, if indeed you have the belief and you're able to create the vibration to draw it to you. Because that's your job. Your job is the desire. And if the desire is believable and real to you, your conscious and your subconscious, then the rest is up to the universe and God and the source and divine. So that is, that's my lesson tonight. My word for you tonight is use your imagination. It did not go away because you reached the magic age of 21 or 35 or 45 or 65, 70, whatever. As long as you have breath and you're breathing, you have a mind that can imagine. You have that capacity in you to imagine. And that imagination is, I'm almost tempted to say it is, well, it's a spirit of creation. It's a creative spirit. That is your creative part of your creative spirit there. It helps you talk the talk, walk the walk, believe it. You can see it in your mind's eye. And if you can see it, you can conceive it in your mind, you can do it. You can actually do it. It can actually be done. You can draw it to you. So when you're talking about visualization, again, you're talking about using your imagination, and you have an imagination. Whether you need to go in and go back in the closet and get it out and dust it off and put it to work. And I guarantee you that the more you use it, the more you will realize the magic in your life. And you're going to think it's magic, but it's really not magic. It's called manifestation. It's called creative, because that's what you do as a fragment of the source. You are a creator. You're a co-creator with the universe. You're co-creator with myself, with your network of associations. We all come here to experience, and we can't experience all by ourselves. We can't manifest things into our lives without someone else involved in it, behind the scene, in the scene, or whatever. So we're here experiencing on this playground called Earth, experiencing absolutely any and everything that we really desire to experience and to have. We can have it if we truly believe it, if we can focus on it, if we can truly intend it, and if we can use all of our abilities, all of that creative abilities and powers that we have to make it be. And visualization and your imagination is just one. It's just one of those powers and one of those tools and techniques that we can use, visualization and imagination. So use that. Use your imagination. Don't, just, I tell my clients, yeah, we're gonna play, we're gonna pretend if that's what you want to call it. But I would prefer you to say that you're gonna use your imagination. It sounds more grown up. Kids use it, and it's not, when kids use it, it's not grown up, but it's still when they grow. If they continue to use it, actually, I always tell my clients, I says, go watch your kids, and listen to them talk. They rarely talk negative about themselves unless they're repeating something that you said about them or that somebody else said. They are very, very positive, and they're proactive, and they're on it. They don't sit around and mope and dope and worry, because I mean, those are the things that slow that vibration down, and they don't have time for that. Kids don't have time to slow nothing down. They want to be on the go. Something that I did too want to kind of point out to you in regards to staying, getting that visualization. Always make sure it's positive. Always make sure that your vision, your visualization is a positive one. I don't care if you're sitting around. If you find yourself sitting there worried about something, or preoccupied with something negative, as soon as you recognize that, flip it right away. Because worrying is not going to get anything done other than more of the same of what you got or that you don't want. So if you find yourself in that negativity um, mindset or feeling, then again, you can use imagination to get yourself out. Whatever it is that you are fretting about, flip it, and how do you want it to be? What would be the ideal positive side of it? And start visualizing and imagining that. And along with that, have yourself a little a ready-made positive affirmation about it. You're visualizing something, instead of saying, I'm worried. I am not worried. I am a confident person. I'm confident, and I'm bold, and I'm fearless. And be that. Tell yourself that, and keep saying that as you visualize what you look like being confident and bold, and not fretting, and not sitting there worried, with the frowns on your face, and that depressed energy level, and those frequencies, that low frequency. See yourself just the opposite, or just whatever it is that you don't want, what you're fretting about. Stop fretting about it. Stop thinking about it. Get it out of your mind. Get it off the table. Because if you continue in thinking about it, you will create it. You will create whatever it is you're focused on. And if it's focused on the negative, or that I don't want, constantly, you're reinforcing it by thinking it and saying it, and thinking and saying it. Because honestly, our subconscious doesn't know yes or no. It just knows whatever it is that if it's whatever it is that you're contemplating, you're worried about, you're excited about, that's if it's a yes, fine. If it's a no, it's fine with it too. But so whatever it is that you do not want, make sure that you recognize it quick enough, fast enough, that it don't take root. Because you're planting the seed every time you think about anything. You're planting that seed. And the longer you attend to that seed, the deeper that seed goes into the ground, or into the soil of manifestation, and that's where it's going to take root. And sometimes, it might start its growth for a while, but 5 or 6 years later, boom, that thing happened, and it's only because you spent like a week worrying about it, right? So it kind of lay dormant until somebody came along and sprayed some water on it, or sun shined on it, or whatever, and voila, here you are. So just remember, you are in control of your reality. You're in control of what you bring, what your life is all about. What you think today and what you focus on today is what you create for tomorrow, or next month, or next week. What you are looking at when you look at your life today is something. It is what you planted, or you nurtured, you focused on, you intended, whether it was on purpose or accidentally, in the past, yesterday, last month, last year, 10 years ago, whatever. Everything has an incubation period, or time frame. I think they say a chicken is 20 something days or whatever. I don't know. But anyway, everything has an incubation day. So, and it's according to how we nurture it. So worrying is a form of worrying. It's a form of nurturing. So we're nurturing that which we don't want when we worry, because we wouldn't. If we worry about something, it's usually something that we really don't want. So don't spend time worrying. Catch yourself, stop yourself, and use your imagination, if nothing else, to get yourself out of that worry and fretful and overly concerned mood that you're in, because you are creating energy, and it's not the energy that's bringing in the positive and the glory. It's bringing in the heart. It's bringing in that heartache and that those hardships that you're trying to figure out how to avoid. So first of all, get it off your mind. Get it out of your mind. Get it away from you, and use visualization. Is the quickest way to, I could say, that one of the quickest ways to dispense it, to get rid of it, to replace it. And you can, and you're basically psyching yourself. You're psyching yourself initially, until such time as it takes that seed it starts germinating, and before you know it, universe and God, the powers to be behind the scene have taken on they've done their thing, and before you know it, you're sitting on the beach in Tahiti or in Hawaii, or your kids, or you're watching the kids open the gifts and Christmas Day, or whatever it is that you're trying to manifest. You got that new job, you lost that weight, you started that new business that you wanted. Whatever it is that you dream, trust me that you can actually receive it and manifest it. You can manifest it. So use visualization. That's one of my challenges that I use for my clients. So use visualization to create and manifest the life that you want, rather than the life that you worry about and that you fret about, and that you still manifest when you do those things. So flip the switch on it. I appreciate you guys joining me, being with me tonight. Hopefully, I'll see you on Thursday at the Conscious Creators Toolbox, 7 o'clock. And enjoy the rest of the evening and the rest of your weekend. And I love you. And remember, always manifest best. And I'll see you soon. God bless.